Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 1st of October. So as the new month begins, what we got in store for the euro? Well, it continued its sell-off on Friday as expected. It's bearish and it's continued this morning selling off at the moment. Now we do have a potential retracement point with the weekly and monthly pivots sitting above us, which often draw the price, but we'll see what happens there. That only really applies to me, my trading this morning, if we start seeing a reversal. They sort of become targets, but at the moment, with this lower highs, lower lows that are really running through this market, the bears seem to have it for sure. So predominantly looking on the short side, but as I said, if we start seeing reversals, maybe then I would look for those as targets. Both there's the monthly pivot at 1646, weekly pivot at 1662, 63 area. So a couple of targets on the upside if it reversed. So the pound pretty much similar picture. We've got a guaranteed a confirmed even lower high in here now. Now it has just popped back and it is just testing the monthly pivot pretty much as we look at these markets at the moment. And once again, we've got the weekly pivot sitting above. No surprise after most of second half of last week really just selling off completely on both these markets. So looking weak. In fact, if we did have a pop up to these weekly pivots, maybe it would be a reasonable sell point as if you miss the opposite side. But at the moment, it said looks weak. We do really need something from Brexit to generate a bit of shine on these markets, because at the moment the dollar has it. Dollar yen, for sure, this is softened some more. Said on Thursday, Friday. Well, we had the bearish engulfing on the Wednesday. The Thursday saw us shoot up there, bullish engulfing. Friday saw a continuation, and we're just seeing the continuation of the continuation at the moment. So looks bullish. Has again, if we see reversals, we've got weekly pivots to be pitching for below. I think the monthly pivot may be a bit out of range at the moment, but you never know. After a couple of days of consolidation and reversal, it may do something, but potentially the weekly pivot has some potential. But potentially it has some potential. There we go. There's the thought for the day. On the 60-minute at the moment, got a bit of divergence, so a bit of weakness in this upward movement, but still I think any retracements may even back to the 34 daily pivots untouched. That may just provide opportunities to buy the dollar against the yen. Aussie dollar again. Well, it did actually have a retracement on Friday and hold on to its gains. Unlike some of the markets, it was a bit more positive on the final part there, but it's run into the weekly pivot. It has got daily monthly pivot. It has got the weekly pivot above it untouched. If it did start reversing, it becomes a target, but at the moment, looking at its price action, that 100 looks weak on the 4-hourly, and I would expect a continuation to the downside at the moment. It has been a bit slower than the pound, the euro selling off, but all the same, it's running in the same sort of direction. Canadian dollar then, gap down here. Now this is a bit of an unusual situation, unless I've missed well, actually the quickest thing to do is just have a look at and see what oil's done. Just shoved up a little bit more to towards $74, so that's certainly helping that Canadian dollar at the moment. And well, that in itself the oil itself may come into some sort of resistance starting from that 74 level, but at the moment there's nothing to put the brakes on until then. Well, Canadian dollar, there's a gap down on my chart here. I may need to look at a couple of other charts on that, but potential at some point for a retracement. It's outperforming the other markets here against the US dollar. This is US dollar, Canadian dollar, remember, and well, it's showing a gap and a weekly pivot, and the number of factors on above us there, but there seems to be some sort of strength at the moment. I'm not too sure if there was any news out that's created this. Oh, hang on. Outperform NAFTA agreement. There is a NAFTA agreement, just spotted that, so that's the reason for the strengthening there, or talk of NAFTA agreement. So that's enough for it to push up as it has. Reached new trilateral trade deal with Mexico, which will be called, okay, so that's done. So new trilateral, so that's why the Canadian dollar's done what it's done. However, it's no saying it won't see some sort of technical retracement through this through today, but with that gap there, traders will be probably targeting that for sure. Okay, that's pretty much it. News wise today, not a great deal out. We've got German retail sales at 7 o'clock. Well, that's out. German retail sales. Manufacturing PMI is the starts becoming some of the bigger ones for the week at 9:30 for the UK for the pound. And in the afternoon, the US manufacturing data at 3 o'clock. We have got a Fed speaker at 2 o'clock this afternoon. May create some volatility due to speak about economic development. Okay, so that's pretty much it really. The PMI numbers are the key, as it suggests going forward today. That's it. Have a great day. Bye for now.